If I was the president, how many times have I heard this? The bottom line is this, folks. Even I am a Monday morning quarterback. Hindsight is 2020. And I can tell you this emphatically, that Trump is doing a stellar job. Where he is falling short, first of all, let's make one thing perfectly clear. Donald Trump right now is in a situation of either kill or be killed. I don't know why he is gambling with the lives of his family and waiting so long when he has irrevocable, irrefutable, beyond of a shadow of a doubt evidence that no one, I don't care who you are, whether you're a judge or a lawyer, it don't matter. You cannot argue with the overmounting, insurmountable evidence that we have. We could pile it up from here to the moon. Why wait? You got the evidence, move with the army. The biggest mistake he can make right now, obviously, is to go with tribunals, regular, ordinary tribunals, meaning not military tribunals. If he does that, he will make the biggest mistake of his life. He needs to go military and only military to make sure that he gets rid of these people and they never come back to haunt him. Because first of all, if we do civilian tribunals, I will tell you emphatically, I will tell you without holes barred, that the cans will get kicked down the road. These guys will never see one day of prison, not one day. And God forbid the Democrats get back into power. His family is going to be extinguished faster than I can tell you. So he's in a situation. The situation is kill or be killed. He's got to go into a Sicilian state of mind very quickly. I don't know how to... Listen, if he had me as a consigliere, it would be the best thing that Donald Trump has ever done. Because he would need he needs a wartime, no bullshit, wartime consigliere that gives him the advice that would absolutely rock this nation down to its core. And when people see the kinds of decisions that I would ask him to take, it would be paramount. Okay, so the arrests have to come. He can't be a Mr. Nice Guy forever. Okay, where I think he's falling short, along with Mr. RFK, I think first of all, RFK should talk to my friend Jim Gale to get a program going where we can get these kids growing food and learning some stuff that's really important. Mr. RFK, if this video ever gets to you, foodforestabundance.com, Jim Gale, you've met with him, you know who he is. That program needs to be instituted in every prison system, every jail system, every school system, et cetera, okay? Growing your own food and putting these corporations out of business should be a tall order. It should be done immediately. So basically, you know, we can all sit here and say the glass is half full or it's half empty. This reevaluation, this world wealth transfer, this new financial system should have been done already. I don't know what's holding it up. I know we're close. Every day we get, obviously, a day closer, but we don't really know exactly how close we are. The med beds to celestial chambers, I personally have heard from very reliable sources that I don't really pound my chest too much on, that they are very real. What are we waiting for? Release them. Allow humanity to thrive. Allow humanity to grow a very long time. I'm about to tell you a story that is going to absolutely piss off a lot of people in the United States of America. What if everything you've ever known is a lie? Because I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that we've been bamboozled in ways that you can't even imagine. From the creator who dared to question everything in Dear Mr. President comes a revelation so explosive it will shatter your perception of reality. This is the biggest scam ever, and your government, it thinks that you are stupid.
And the whole fake system that is set up, it's all fake.
The straw man, the greatest heist in history. Before your first breath, a covert system claimed you a ghostly double made of paper, a financial slave in a world you can't even see.
The straw man. I am not that fucking straw man. That's not me. I am not all cap letters. I am me.
They've used your name as currency, trading your life in a game rigged from the start. Basically, when you're born, they put some little ink underneath your feet and they give you the all caps name on your social security or social slave number, okay? And that's exactly what you are. That is your bond number. Every document, every signature, every debt is an elaborate illusion. You go get a marriage license, it's a bond. You get divorced, it's a bond. You get a driver's license, it's a bond. You get a fishing license, it's a bond. You get a A hunting license, it's a bond. You get a ticket, that ticket gets traded. Driver's license, insurance, all of this nonsense. These are all bonds that are being traded in your name, and they're making billions and trillions of dollars. Once you know the truth, you hold the power to choose. The system will fight back. It will try to silence you, erase you. The choice is yours. Here is where two areas that I think that RFK and Donald Trump both have dropped the ball immensely. We know the food is being poisoned. There's no doubt. We know the clothes we wear are poisoned. We know that the chemtrails we're not being sprayed with vitamin B12 or ivermectin. I know I've heard people say this. This is like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs on steroids. If you believe that, I got a couple of ice bridges and a couple of mansions, ice castles down in Miami that I would like to sell you. It's craziness. So the chemtrails, how do you solve that problem? Well, what if Mel Carmine was the president? What do you think Mel Carmine would do? Well, Mel Carmine would sign an ironclad executive summary, okay, a presidential order that would basically say this: if the air forces that are spread around the country see chemtrails, the order stands that they are immediately to get into their warcraft, escort these guys down. If you want to smack them around a little bit, coming out of the cockpit, if they're bleeding a little bit, by the time you put them on another aircraft to transport them first class, one-way ticket to Guantanamo Bay, I'm all for that. I'll put that in there if you like as a bonus. Smack the shit out of them into the executive summary, okay? And I would absolutely 100,000% assure you that the chemtrails, with a presidential executive order that says you are allowed to go up. You don't have to ask Donald Trump, saying, let's say I'm Donald Trump, but I'm not. You don't have to ask the president whether you can go up. The executive order says you can go up. You can escort them down with 2 aircraft, 3 aircraft, it don't matter. Bring them down. If they're over an open field and they refuse to come down and they're still spraying, you give them 1 strike, 2 strikes. The 3rd strike is going to be a fucking Sidewinder missile on the side of your fucking shit, and we're going to take you down into an open field where there's nobody around, or over an ocean, okay, and we'll make you into some fish food. Understand? You're starting to get my drift? That's one area that when I wake up in the morning and I see these things, it puts me in a bad mood. It puts me in a bad mood immediately. And I know it puts a lot of you people out there in a bad mood because you know what's in these things. You know people are getting sick, and we need to stop the madness. The other area, again, let me go back one more time. Once the word spreads amongst the pilots, that spreads these chemtrails, that we're not playing anymore, that yes, warplanes are coming up in 2s and 3s, and they're escorting you down, and yes, these guys are going to Guantanamo Bay. Once that story becomes a reality, and under either a Mel Carmine presidential, which never happened, so I'm Sicilian, or a consigliere who was a Sicilian giving some really cool advice to Mr. Trump. Not that he doesn't have the time. For him to sign an executive order like the one that I just described takes maybe a whole day or 2 to put it together, and maybe 5 seconds to sign it, done. Okay. Once that word spreads, the other guys ain't flying up. The skies will clear up very, very quickly. Now we got to go into cleaning the dirt, bringing in the best experts on how to reverse all the damage, okay? How to recompensate humanity, because we are sick because of this shit, okay? God only knows, besides strontium and barium and sulfur oxide and all kinds of crazy shit that's in there, we don't know what's in there, okay? So therefore, someone's going to have to pay the fiddler. We should have damages, because I'm sure that this is causing some serious health issues to a lot of people. We don't know what those health issues are. We can only speculate because we're not medical doctors. That's one. The other one is the food. The food was supposed to be cleaned up, but they're talking about 2028 and 2029 and 2030. What are we talking about here, guys? 2028, 2029. Are you for real? 28, 2029, 2030 to clean up the food. Again, executive order that says we're going to hire a new police force that is all up on food, and we're going to come test your shit. These are the ingredients that are allowed. These are the ingredients that are not allowed. If any of the ingredients that are not allowed is in the food, there's not even a strike 2. It's strike 1. We put your company up for auction. You lose everything you ever accumulated. Yachts, airplanes. I don't care if you got everything hiding under a trust. We're coming after you. We're going to sign such a powerful executive order that we're coming after you, because what will null and void your 501c3s and your church shit and all of the stuff is you poisoning humanity. That would be automatically avoid all of your benefits that you get with a trust, which means now we're coming after your shit. And we're coming after your shit, and we're going to put you in prison. We're going to put all your people who are in charge to make these decisions to poison humanity in prison. We're going to take your company and we're going to put it up on the auction block, and we're going to auction it off to people who know how to run a company. Again, these are the good ingredients, these are the bad ingredients. If whoever wins that auction and wins that company doesn't think we're going to come inspect you, you'd be making a big mistake. We're coming after you as well. Okay, so these are just a bunch of little things that I think that make sense. Okay, the police state of people getting pulled over on the street for minor traffic violations that sometimes turn out really, really bad with these cops. I would put an end to that. It's not a big problem, but it's a big enough problem. These cops are pretty stupid. I got to tell you the truth. They're pretty dumbass, and they don't really even understand or understand the world they live in. Okay, that has to come to a quick, end, if you will. Okay, so these are the things that I think are very, very important. Do I think the IRS going away? Yes, the IRS needs to go away. Do I think the Federal Reserve, the Treasury, I believe that there's a progression there of a new Treasury, a new Federal Reserve coming into play that's federal for the first time and a real part of the government for the first time. Do I think the government needs to be shrunk down by 98.888%? Yes, absolutely. Do we think we should get rid of Congress? Absolutely. We got the best Congress money could buy. They are all for sale. This American aid, it used to be called foreign aid, same shit, okay? It is the most crookedest shit you've ever seen in your life. How about all the people, all the crooked companies with DOG, Department of Gesara, or Department of Government Efficiency? All these entities that got caught with, $48 billion missing here and $600 billion missing there. And, there's quadrillions of dollars missing and no one's gone to jail. How do you explain that? I mean, if these people have money that's missing and we can prove it, and we have, what are they doing still walking the earth? Beats me. It beats me. I think, Donald Trump needs to become ruthless. I don't think he's been ruthless yet. I think he's done a great job. I think he's the best president we've ever had. I think he's the best president we're ever going to have. I don't know who comes after Donald Trump, but whoever comes after Donald Trump better be somebody who could wear his shoes. Because I'm going to tell you right now, can things still go the other way? I think this war in Iran was very much needed. Now, I'm not going to mention any names, but we know who they are, who have turned on Trump. They did a 180-degree turn on Trump. And I do believe that they're being paid, because some of these podcasters are pretty huge, and they have gone the other way. And because they've gone the other way and they've changed their tune on Donald Trump, it's like they're like 1 minute they're for Trump, the next minute they're not for Trump. Something is wrong. And you know who I'm talking about. One particular guy he hides behind making documentaries for the little ones, and he uses that. And you know who you are. I'm calling you out without mentioning your name, okay? And you're traveling the world. You're raising millions of dollars to basically have this, incredible lifestyle, and you're doing it on the backs of the little kids. Yes, have you come up with some really cool content, exposing it? Yes. But you know what you're doing. We can read between the lines. The guys that are smart, the guys that really understand how you're playing that game, and you know who you are. Yeah, you've been around the malls lately, not the malls, but rather the supermarkets, shopping for food and all that stuff. And I like the fact that you expose how poisonous the food is. I like that. I really do. But now, the American people are onto you, and they don't like you. You're going to lose a lot of followers. A lot of these podcasters, you think they're huge right now, they're not going to be around in 6 months, a year from now. I promise you. Okay? I'm about to tell you a story that is going to absolutely piss off a lot of people in the United States of America. What if everything you've ever known is a lie? Because I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that we've been bamboozled in ways that you can't even imagine. From the creator who dared to question everything in Dear Mr. President comes a revelation so explosive it will shatter your perception of reality. This is the biggest scam ever, and your government, it thinks that you are stupid.
And the whole fake system that is set up, it's all fake.
The straw man, the greatest heist in history. Before your first breath, a covert system claimed you a ghostly double made of paper, a financial slave in a world you can't even see.
The straw man. I am not that fucking straw man. That's not me. I am not all cap letters. I am me.
They've used your name as currency, trading your life in a game rigged from the start. Basically, when you're born, they put some little ink underneath your feet, and they give you the all caps name on your social security or social slave number, okay? And that's exactly what you are. That is your bond number. Every document, every signature, every debt is an elaborate illusion. You go get a marriage license, it's a bond. You get divorced, it's a bond. You get a driver's license, it's a bond. You get a fishing license, it's a bond. You get a hunting license, it's a bond. You get a ticket, that ticket gets traded. Driver's license, insurance, all of this nonsense. These are all bonds that are being traded in your name, and they're making billions and trillions of dollars. Once you know the truth, you hold the power to choose. The system will fight back. It will try to silence you, erase you. The choice is yours. The med beds, the celestial chambers, they need to become a reality because they are a reality. Yours truly, Juan O. Sabine, who I'm going to be doing a podcast here with in an hour, knows about it. And he's going to tell you what's real, what's not. In mid-September, we're going to have a junior summit in Cape Canaveral, part 2, inside the center again, 222 chairs. They will be going fast. There'll be a total of 8 speakers. That's it. No mas. Only 8. After we're done, we're done. After they're sold out, they're sold out. Once they go for sale and we'll make the announcement, if I was you, I'd grab a ticket real fast because I don't believe they're going to last. Juanito likes what we have down there at Cape Canaveral. He wants to work with us. He understands what we're trying to achieve. And I can tell you he knows a lot about scalar biophotonic energy, frequency energy technology that allows the body to do amazing stuff. And he knows it on levels that I can't even understand. And he'll be explaining that on stage in Cape Canaveral, mid-September this year. So you might definitely want to get there. Med beds are going to be a thing. I don't believe Donald Trump put that tweet out there on Truth Social to bamboozle us or to troll us. I believe there is some truth to it when people say he wants you to pay attention. Of course he wants you to pay attention. Absolutely. So the bottom line is that now we are all waiting for the arrests. I know that I've told you guys that I'm coming out with the movie, Dear Mr. President, Show Me the Money. It's coming. The movie's coming. Go to dearmrpresident.net, dearmrpresident.net, dearmrpresident.net. Tell everybody to buy that movie at $5.89 because I need the money. I need the money. Not to go travel and have lavish vacations and hang out at the pool. I don't do that, okay? Like some of these people that do movies and hide behind the kids. I need the money because I'm coming out with the movie that's going to be a 17-part series, 1 hour and 17 minutes each on average, to tell the whole story. Donald Trump meeting with the generals, Donald Trump coming down the escalator, the sign behind them that says money exchange, the XRP, the new financial system, how it all ties into Q, the message boards, all of the things that have happened that we will point out in the movie. There's a lot of people out there, like my friend Jesse, the guy in the garage. I love you to death, dude, but you're so wrong on Q. Some people's elevator doesn't go to the top floor to be able to understand. You have to be a higher level of intelligence to be able to understand Q. And some of you out there, unfortunately, do not qualify. So that's coming, okay? So I don't know what the name of that movie is going to be, but it's going to be a multi-part series unless I decide to make an 8-hour or 9-hour documentary and you guys can watch it in increments. You can do that. I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to come out with the movie. But for that, I need to bring in people who will sign a non-disclosure agreement, number one, people that know the story verbatim from beginning to end, and it's got to be accurate as we could possibly get it, and tell the whole story. And hopefully by the time we get done, we can also write in the arrests because they have already happened. That's how this movie ends. and we're all waiting for that. So I believe that we're not that far away. I think there are mainstream media at this point, Fox News, CNN, all over mainstream media. Because that's where it's got to be for it to be legit. It's ridiculous, right? Why doesn't people like Kash Patel, instead of going on Fox, why don't they come on shows like mine or shows like Nino to make the announcements? Why don't they make us the legitimate news? It's time to shun away from these criminals who have lied to us for hundreds of years, okay? And the people who want to be the new journalists, which is us. I know we're a ragtag army. I know we're not polished. We're not, with suits, and we look, like we got those 18 fancy words that you learn in college that you repeat over and over and over again in a different sequence to make us believe that you're so smart. You're not so smart. You're pretty fucking stupid, actually, to be quite honest with you. Anyway, long story short, we're on to you. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I think it's time for some of the people who have worked their asses off, including myself, to become the new news media, all right? And don't forget to, in June, there's going to be a Fight Fraud Summit. This is going to be, I forget which place, but if you go to our Telegram channel, you can find it there. We advertise that is 107's event. Amber and I will be there as well in June. You definitely want to get there. I can't think of the name of the hotel off the top of my head. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Never enough time. I know I reposted it here just the other day. The movie, by the way, is launching on May 7th at 7:17 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that's coming on the 7th. Okay, where is this? Give me a second, guys. I'll find it, I promise. And what do you think about Donald Trump posting all these things to torment the people he's about to arrest? Isn't that pretty amazing? I think it is. Having a hard time finding it. Just give me a second. See if I can. There's a lot of stuff here on my Telegram channel. Quite a bit, actually. Hey, Amber, do you remember where Juanito's having his June event? Fight Fraud Summit. What's the name of the hotel? Here it is. I found it. Never mind. I found it. You have a question for me? I sent it to her a long time ago. One second. Give me a second. Okay. It's going to be at the... Let me see here. What is the name of the hotel? It's right next door to the Sahara, by the way. It's a red building. 47 days, 13 hours, 55 minutes, and 55 seconds away from that event. Yeah, I did. I did send it. What's that? I'm sorry, guys. I don't have the name of the hotel, but the number to call is 702-305-3322. 702-305-3322. And that is the Fraud Fighter Summit. That is June 15th. Here it is. It's at the Ahern Hotel in Las Vegas. I just found it. It's at the Ahern Hotel. I'll leave the link down below as well. You definitely want to get to that event. And you'll get to see Juanito. And he's definitely not JFK Jr. I can assure you of that. Besides, I'm still having a hard time wrapping my mind around whether he's alive or if he's dead. I think he's dead. But anyway, I hope he's alive. I like the guy. Anyway, guys, I think I gave you a mouthful. That's what I would do if I was president. And look, we just put this stuff out there because it's important. I know it's important to me. I know it's important to a lot of you guys. I keep saying, get a microphone, figure out what fight you want to fight. There's plenty of fights you can fight. Man, the chemtrails, we need at least 150 soldiers in every county, in every state, fighting the chemtrail war. Okay? I wish Donald Trump would just sign the executive order, get it over with. That works exactly the way Mel Carmine just explained, and I guarantee you the chemtrails will go away. I'll give you a contract that if he does it exactly the way I explained in an executive order, I will guarantee you, I will bet my XRP against it, and I will double my XRP in 1 second, okay, that the chemtrails will go away. What we're waiting for, I have no fucking clue. Guys, thank you, and we'll catch you on the next one. Don't forget, if you are in Cape Canaveral, stop in and say hello at Staying Alive at 166 Center Street, Suite 200 on the second floor. Alive is with 2 E's. If you need gold and silver, I can get you as much as you want. The minimum now is $50,000. We're not playing anymore. Will we make exceptions for $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 orders? Sometimes, yes, but not often. It depends on how busy we are. Okay, so gold and silver, I could still get you XRP 786-704-8817, 786-704-8817. I can get you as much as you want. The minimum is 10,000, and that's not up for negotiations. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Oh, by the way, the number is not for socializing. Text me, I need XRP, I need gold, I need silver, and then I'll get to you, not for socializing. Although if I get on the phone with you, I typically will socialize for about 5 or 10 minutes until I say I gotta go because I got things to do. See ya.
Supposing you brought the light inside the body, which you can do either through the skin or in some other way, where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning? Because you see it gets on the lungs and it does a tremendous number of the lungs. So it'd be interesting to check that. So that you're going to have to use medical doctors with. But it sounds interesting to me.